Welcome everybody to Animal Crossing on Nintendo GameCube. Now, this is a game that I talk a lot about, but I've never showed off my village before, which is exactly what I'd like to do today. So this is Oak Grove, which is the village I talked a lot about in my review of the game from 2022. However, you didn't see footage of the real Oak Grove, you just saw the emulated version because it was easier to capture footage on a PC versus a console. And for the longest time, I did not have a capture card to show off my GameCube town. So today is finally the day. Let's just see what letters we got. Something from home. Very nice. HRA, of course. Tom Nook. And I got my my order today delivered. Museum. Alright. Pretty standard stuff. This is the... Let's go inside first. Let's see what we got going on inside. So here's my main floor. Try to keep a nice cabana theme. There's quite a bit going on. KK Condor in the background. Cool little Japanese guitar. Forget what it's called. Autumn Metal. And then I got this yesterday. This interesting, like, tiger bobblehead thing from Gulliver. Pretty fascinating. Nice little pink gyroid. And then there's my TV that looks like an apple. And let's check downstairs. Not much going on here. It's pretty much a storage room slash miniature Nintendo hybrid, because this is where I go to play my NES games. I don't have them all, obviously. Only have a few. But yeah, I'd like to finish the miniature series someday, but I just haven't done that. I haven't played this village in a while. I recently picked up GameCube again, mostly for the sake of testing a capture card, but also, like, I'm just playing on the daily now because it's just fun. But I didn't play it all last year. I did play a little bit in 2023, but not so much. And then this is my, my journal, and the only remaining... not September. Maybe it was August. Yes, okay, this is from, one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, like the monologue or whatever. But I used to use the journal a lot for my personal life. However... I deleted most of the entries, which is probably a good thing. One of the entries, like, if this was, like, early high school, I wrote an entire, like, confession letter to a girl I liked, but I never ended up asking her out. Anyway, this is my upstairs. It's very blue, as you can tell. And actually, the reason I got that package from Tom Nook is so that I can replace the snowman table, because I don't really think it currently fits the rest of my house, or the rest of the room. So we're gonna take down Mario and Luigi. The Luigi statue's kind of terrifying. And then no more snowman table, and here we go. Boom. Oh my god, that is so small. I thought it'd be okay, well, this room's a work in progress. All right, this room's a work in progress. Jeez, I thought that'd be much bigger. Wow. Okay, well, whatever. We got... oh, I also got a modern table that I bought yesterday. Okay, you know what? We're gonna diverge a little bit. I promise we'll get to the town. I just wanna do this real quick. I'm gonna put Mario here, and Luigi, and look at those guys. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And then here, I guess we can put the blue table, and then. The glow. I like the bonsai. I'll probably put the bonsai here. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's a work in progress. All right, maybe I can put this here. Anyway, and this medal I received yesterday for the sports fair. Yesterday was March 20th, which is also the 5-year anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is pretty interesting. I got a snowman TV. This is one of my favorite items, mostly because of the angle it's at. And then I have Wario's Woods next to it, which is a game I would have probably never played if it wasn't for Animal Crossing on the GameCube. Anyway, that's my house. Very lovely. And then we have my gyroid. And then here we have Mario. We have Callie from Splatoon and Sonic the Hedgehog, you know. Obvious trifecta of little scrimbly characters, I guess. I've never started another house with the, in this village. But I'd like to someday just because I want to experiment with more, decoration options, because there really isn't that much space in the main house. And then up there, if you can see that little fish thing, that signifies that I have caught every single fish, which is really cool. And I almost have every single bug, but I'm missing 3. The Darner Dragonfly, which is really hard to get. The big beetle, it's a mega beetle, whatever it's called, large beetle. And then the spider. The spider I can get easily from just shaking a tree, and then it pops down, and then boom, just grab it with a net. And here's my golden statue to signify that I've paid off all of my loans. Nice little foresty area. And here's Tom Nook's shop, which is an extremely convenient placing, if I do say so myself. And I usually like to check if there's anything interesting. But doesn't seem like there's too much going on today. Oh, there's the train set. I really like the train set because, you know, it's got the GameCube train from the game. Yeah, and I think they actually carried over to New Horizons as well. Like, if you look at the train set in that game, I think it's the same train as in this game, which is really, really cool. But yeah, that's Tom Nook's shop. Very convenient placing. And then here we have some oranges. My native fruit in this village are pears. However, I believe I've got every single, fruit. Foreign fruit. Yeah. You know how it is. And today we're also gonna look for the money rock because, I don't know, I like money. And for holes, usually I just keep them there because you leave a couple acres and then they just vanish anyway. There's something I can't say for most of the games. And here's our first neighbor, Frigga. Very fascinating. Snooty type. Very popular, according to her. She also really likes Super Mario. Katrina. Ooh, Katrina. I guess she's gonna show up soon. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Nice. There's one time where she took half of my money, and I was very upset about that. But we're on pretty good terms. And then, down here, we have the, pond, the lake, whatever. The pond. And then there's, like, a little Poliwhirl thing here. This is, like, really old. I want to redesign it someday with, like, maybe, like, a real actual sprite of Poliwhirl. Because he is my favorite Pokemon, after all. And here's Lobo. He lives across the pond in the other acre. Always zooming around. True. Words of wisdom from Lobo. And there's the soccer ball. And somehow it didn't end up in the water. And this is like my favorite waterfall acre you can get, because it just, the way the cave just like loops around and it just, oh man, it's like a little cove. It's so cool. Easily like one of my favorite features of the village. And over here we got like another little pond. And here I used to have Zoe, but she moved out like a while ago. And here's Maddie. Just went inside, but this is my newest neighbor. Nice music choice. I really like the interior of this house. This is my first time going in her house. But yeah. Great house. And she's a horoscope girl. Okay. I should have known. Fascinating. Interesting gyroids. But yeah, I like her house a lot. You know? Big fan of the cabana theme, in case you couldn't tell. And then we'll go down there, or we'll check that out later, and that just leads back there. Nice little ladybug. And then here we have like a nice little mini island with the 2 bridges. Another really cool feature. This is Nibbles. This is Nibbles' house. And then here is Bob, who I was super excited to get when I first started this town. I almost said island. I was thinking of New Horizons. But yeah, I was very excited to get Bob. Who's pretty much been here since day 1, so he's an OG. And then this is also where Hank used to live. I talk a lot about Hank. And then here's a pretty useless acre, but it's got flowers, which is pretty nice, and a peach tree. So yeah, maybe it's not so useless after all. Got more leaves. Not much going on in this acre, except for Anchovy, who was in my Wild World, and unfortunately he moved out, but he's still here in GameCube, which is pretty nice. And the Cherry Blossom Festival is starting next month in April, so pretty exciting. And then here's just the other side of the lake. And then that was Lobo's house that I just mentioned. Waterfall again. Yeah, so pretty interesting stuff. Not much going on here. Except there's a fossil. I'll pick that up. I don't really have much inventory space. I almost missed that weed. And then here's another rock. Oh, jackpot! Alright. So we found the money rock, which is pretty nice. 5 inventory spaces. And usually in like other Animal Crossing games, what I like to do after getting the money rock is collecting all the bells together and then just like plopping it all in my inventory, like my bell counter all at once. But you can't do that in this game, unfortunately. It only swaps out. Nice little quality of life feature that they added to the newer games. But that's okay. This works too. And I guess while we're in my inventory, I might as well show off all my patterns that I have right now. Not much. I got the little Space Invader, which was on my door. Got Sonic over here. Starstorm. This one's... I don't know. It was alright. I don't know why I made it, but it's kind of cool. Umbrella pattern. Got Poliwhirl, Callie, Hank, rest in peace, and Mero. And the Hank sign used to be over where Nibbles' house is, but because she moved in, the sign had to go down. But yeah, bottom of the nice waterfall that I won't stop gloating about. Golden trees sometimes will appear if I bury some money in the gold spot. Then you got a nice little beach. This is Jane. She's never appeared in any game outside of this one. And here we have Octavian, who's really cool. Not in right now. Yeah, Octavian's a really cool villager. This is the only octopus in this game. But yeah. More fossils. There are usually like tons of fossils. And then here we have a nice little bridge. This is one that, what's his face? Tortimer built. It was not always here. There's the soccer ball again. And this is the bridge that's always been here. That other bridge really does add like a new level of convenience. This is where Bubbles used to live, but she moved out, which made me very sad. Then I got the lighthouse. Very pleasant. Got the Able sisters. Some golden trees and a ton of coconut trees. Speaking of which, this is the dock where Cap'n shows up. We'll come back to this later. Up here, there isn't much going on. We got Ava. Ava's a chicken. And we got Hambo. I really like Hambo. I believe this is the only game he's ever showed up in, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah. No. But yeah. There's that. And this is the wishing well. Good old Farley. And there's Barbara. Oh, she's angry. What happened? Ava, thank you. And everyone's talking about Katrina, because she's probably going to arrive today or tomorrow. Who knows? Pretty cool. Anyway, Barbara's angry. That's not Barbara, that's Eunice. Shoot. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I called her the wrong name. There was another villager named Barbara, I swear. Or maybe I'm like having like a Mandela effect. Anyway. Here's Copper. And there's Octavian. March 22nd, that's tomorrow. Interesting. Interesting stuff. But yeah. And here's the museum. There's a ton of ladybugs today. And the museum is pretty nifty. Because I have almost every bug, except for the 3 that I mentioned. But yeah, this is what it looks like. You got the little cockroach. Got a bunch of bugs. Really cool. I love the sound that the cicadas make, because it just takes me back to playing New Leaf, like, every single summer. And here's my art room. I'm missing like 3 pieces, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, actually. Yeah, very cool. And then here we have the fossil exhibit, which I have every fossil, which is really nice. There's not a whole lot of fossils, and you get them at a really quick rate, so usually that's the first exhibit you'll complete. And then here I have the aquarium, which is probably my favorite room because it's just so serene. And I love, like, the low poly aesthetic and the blue lighting. Like, I don't know, just this room is pretty nice. And then we got Lily up there on that lily pad who showed up in my wild world. And yeah, that's it. That's the museum, which is really nice. And then we come back up here. This is usually the route I take, like, every single day when I'm just, like, doing my daily chores. You know, checking in with villagers, etc. Checking for the money rock. And then up here we have Kit, who I'm not sure if she's ever showed up in any other games, but Sui I know of has never shown up in any of the newer entries, which is kind of unfortunate because I really dig her design. You know, goth pig, pretty cool. And there's not much going on in these acres, but these are really fun acres nonetheless. I really do love the cliffs that was given to me in this town. Like, I don't know, there's just something so chill about it. And then we got a nice little trail of flowers. There's another rock. And up here we have Tank, who showed up in my New Horizons. And you know what? He probably wouldn't be my favorite villager if I never had him. But because he showed up in 2 games, I gotta say, he's pretty cool. He's kind of an OG. And then this is the dump. Not much to say. It's definitely a dump. Another ladybug up here. And then we got another fossil. I need to get more letters so I can send those off to the museum. And this is really cool because there's 2 rocks here, and then there's the melody board, which... Yeah, my melody is, Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is pretty interesting because I haven't really gotten into that game, but I do like the music in Zelda games. I believe that was comprised by Koji Kondo, obviously a legend of Nintendo. And then here's the post office, and this is where I keep all of my goodbye letters. I have a ton of them, but here you can pretty much see. It started with Hank. Hank was the first one where it's like too heartbreaking to not just forget. Blue Bear I had in my Wild World. Yeah, there's Bubbles, and then you know, Rio was also one that I really miss. I got wholesome letters. I think there's just like happy birthday letters. Yeah, Bob says I'm his best friend in the village, so you know, I don't think he's gonna move out anytime soon, which is really good. Bonnie moved out last. Yeah, Aurora, Nosegay. I don't think Nosegay's ever showed up in any of the other Animal Crossing games. Very sad. And then down here, my goodness, a lot of trees. We have, this is Eunice's house, who I called Barbara. I don't know where I got that from. I don't, it's kind of rude of me. And then this is Pinky, who is home. I really don't visit her house that often. And she has lamb chop as her catchphrase. She's been hanging out with Eunice way too much. I've caught every fish, as a matter of fact. That's right. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so is there any acres I'm forgetting? I don't know. Because we haven't found the gold spot yet. Which is alright, but yeah, pretty great layout, I would say. I don't often sell my foreign fruit. which I really should get on doing because I feel like that'd just be like really quick income for me. But yeah, I've pretty much showed off every acre in the town. One that I obviously have a pretty big attachment to. I've been playing on this town since 2019, I believe, like really early 2019, and it just kind of stuck with me. I don't know. It's a very nice town. And sometimes I do wonder if like I should start other GameCube towns, and maybe I'll do that someday. But for now, like this just feels, I don't know, kind of feels, I don't know, it feels like home in some ways. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of interesting, like, you know, virtual spaces that almost feel like a second home to you. This is easily one of them. Same with my 3DS New Leaf Town. You know, I just have it's a very special place in my heart for a lot of these Animal Crossing towns. And a lot of, like, virtual spaces in general. Like, I think of places that feel like home in video games, and one of them that comes to mind is Rosalina's Observatory from Mario Galaxy. Fantastic game. And, you know, and like even like childhood homes, like, you know, Radiator Springs from Cars the video game, you know, so pretty funny stuff. And before I forget, we still need to check out the town. So if you can listen closely, come on. Game Boy Advance is turned on. Literally, my Game Boy Advance just sits on top of my Wii, just waiting to be turned on, because this is really the only function that I use it for. I used to have a Game Boy Advance SP, but I unfortunately have no clue where that is. I probably lost it. It's very sad. So then, like, 2 years ago, I bought, like, the cheapest Game Boy Advance I could find on eBay. And it's just a standard GBA with, like, a kind of like a semi-clear shell. But yeah, pretty interesting. Anyway, this is Cap'n, and we're going to Tiki Island. Very nice place to stay. Sings his little limerick songs, and it looks like it's gonna rain on the island today. I don't see that often. But hey, you know, it's always welcome. And then here one time I did see Gulliver washed up on the water. And someday I would love to see the whale, which is like kind of like that fish shadow you just saw, but like massive. Pasta and noodles. Is there a difference? Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. Am I stupid? I don't know. Well, I gotta say, Cap'n, I don't know the difference. Find my heart's wish. That's what I've been working on for the last 2 years, as a matter of fact. And I think I'm getting somewhere, which is really nice. You know? This game really has just, like, stuck with me from, like, all phases of life. Or at least most phases, you know? I picked up New Leaf when I was 9 years old. Yeah, I don't know. I can turn off the Game Boy Advance now. I'm not really planning on doing the Animal Island thing. But yeah, it's a nice rainy day. You don't really see rain often here. And I have the Space Invaders flag, which is really, really cool. Bunch of coconuts. Bunch of flowers that I bought from Tom Nook's shop. Nice little beach. And then here, we have Flash. And I love this guy. This is one of my favorite characters in my Animal Crossing villages. He's never shown up in any other Animal Crossing game, and that breaks my heart. But it also makes me feel a little special because, you know, the Islanders will never leave, so I just pretty much chill with Flash. It's really cool, and they have like very unique dialogue in this game. What the what? Why did I? Okay, all right. What? Anyway, bungalow. Okay, yeah, so this is just a storage room that I keep. It's really nice. I mean, it's not that nice, but, you know, it is what it is. It used to be like a cabin themed, but for some reason I took that down. I was like, no, I don't get to decorate in the island bungalow because it doesn't matter to the HRA. And this is the dummy item, which you can only get through igloo trading. And I think it's hilarious. This is one of my favorite items in the game, because, like, clearly not supposed to have it, but just because, you know, a little bit of faulty programming. Anyway, what I was saying about Flash is Flash... excuse me. Excuse me. My heart, like, skipped a beat there. Flash likes to talk about dancing in the Rumbas, because they have very unique dialogue. Oh, okay, I guess I get a green drum back, which is alright. It's not like a fun drum, it's like an oil drum. But anyway, jeez. This... You know, we had some surprises today. Pretty interesting. But obviously this is where I got the blue Aloha shirt, which you can only get here. You get 2 blue Alohas, 2 red Alohas, and this is pretty cool. I'm gonna say no thanks to Captain's little offer, and he's gonna sing some more limericks for us as we go home. My favorite one of his limericks is the one where he disses Nintendo. I don't know why, but I've always found that one funny. Like, he makes fun of Link and Mario, which is pretty funny. I don't know why, but, like, one of my favorite, like tropes in Nintendo games is, like, when they reference the existence of other Nintendo games. I don't know why, but that's always just, like, charmed me. Even now, like, as an adult, like, it's just, you know. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I try my best. Just enjoying the song right now. But yeah, there's Cap'n, easily one of the coolest Animal Crossing characters, which I feel like I say that about a lot of Animal Crossing characters, so I don't know how much meaning that really has, but I've always enjoyed Cap'n. I enjoy really all of the Animal Crossing characters in one way or another. Even the ones that, like, kind of suck to deal with, like, you know, Lyle and Wild World. You know, everyone's got their charm. And now it's 2 p.m., which means the music is different. And this has always been, like, one of my favorite tracks in the game. The GameCube OST is fantastic. I gotta say, like, the evening tracks, probably my favorite in the game. Mostly just because, you know, I remember just playing this game a lot, like, after getting home from school, you know, I would just unwind playing this game and then, you know, avoid doing homework. You know, and it's some days it's hard to, like, even crack, like, 20 minutes in this game, but to be honest, like, that's okay. Like, it's just, it really, this game, to me, serves as, like, a pace breaker to daily activities and just gives me an opportunity to chill out and just, you know, vibe for a little bit. Game is easily one of my favorites of all time. Easily, like, in my top 5 favorite games of all time, I would have to say. As well as Animal Crossing New Leaf. Like, those 2 games are just really special. I think... I don't know. It's kind of weird, because I think this is my favorite Animal Crossing game in general. But New Leaf is an incredibly close second. But there isn't that much else to say about my town. I'm just vibing at this point, really, but yeah. Let me know if you'd like to see more, like, commentary videos like this. I'm probably gonna just leave these on the second channel. But yeah, I love vibing with Animal Crossing. It's just so cool. Maybe what we can do is do the Cherry Blossom Festival, and I can take y'all through that and do a little voiceover, which would be really nice. But yeah, unfortunately there just isn't that much else to say about my town. My inventory is, like, bloated. We gotta take care of that real quick. But yeah, I would just love to do more chill commentary videos like this and just leave them on the second channel, because, you know, they're for who wants it, you know, who wants the vibe. Aloha paper, that's quite fitting. Okay, we'll take that. Really cool print. And this is pretty much what I do to get rid of fossils. As you can see, that's, like, pure muscle memory right there after a certain point. And I don't think I can throw out letters inside. So we're gonna have to go outside for that, unfortunately. But that's okay. You know, yep. I think the tour is over. Now I'm just reorganizing, and I still got one left. Damn. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. And here we also have the aforementioned fossils that were assessed yesterday. And yeah, it's just quick, easy money. So we got to go back and sell them. Yep. And one of my, I don't know why, but I really love just like how noisy GameCube controllers are. Like, I don't know if you're hearing it, but you know, GameCube controllers are just incredibly noisy, and I love that. I don't know why. It's just there's a specific vibe to it. I just can't explain it. Yeah. Very, very cool game. And also I have 2 raffle tickets for March. Gotta get 3 more so then I can play the raffle. Maybe win a brand new copy of Excitebike. And then one of the most annoying things about GameCube is how you can only mail 1 letter at a time. Whereas other games are just like, okay, here's the mail inventory, drag whatever you want in there. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. You know, I'm very eloquent with my speech. Another great thing that these commentary videos could do is just make me better at just commentating in general, because I feel like that's a skill that I haven't really mastered yet. But, you know, the more I do it, you know, practice makes perfect. Eventually I could become great at it, who knows? Like, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about my GameCube town. We did not find the golden spot. Maybe someone in the comments will yell at me, tell me, oh, you missed out on Acre 1D, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, this game is just, it's just so nice. Like, this, it's just such a charming, simple game. And the horned hats are one of the greatest things on earth. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. Yeah, this is a town that I'm definitely going to keep for a very long time. You know, when 2030 rolls around and, you know, you can't really save... You can't go past 2030 in this game, but I'm not too concerned about that. Because, you know, Animal Crossing Decomp exists, and there will probably be a mod for that that extends the time to that to like 2099 or something. And when that comes out, then I'll probably, you know, transfer the town over to PC or something. I don't know. But yeah, I have a nice CRT that I like to play this game on, and it's just such a vibe. So I'm definitely gonna miss out on that aspect of Animal Crossing GameCube. This is just one of my favorite games to play in my CRT. I don't know why. It's like everything just pops out to you. It feels like. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about Animal Crossing, or at least my town. Probably a game I'm still gonna find excuses to make videos on, because obviously, again, one of my all-time favorites. Top 5 favorite games of all time, easily. Probably my second or first favorite Nintendo game in general. Only game that's kind of rivaling that right now is Mario Galaxy. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so that's pretty much... I'm just repeating myself at this point. That's all there is to say. If you made it far into this video, like, thank you for vibing with me. I appreciate it. Go check out my main channel, and I swear the next video will not be Animal Crossing related. Peace out!